Hello, second grade, and welcome to your Tuesday assignment. I hope you had a great weekend because Mr. May and I sure did. Mr. May caught a gigantic 10.5-pound catfish that we fried up, which was so good, and we went mushroom hunting and found lots of mushrooms. This week in math, we are going to be learning all about graphing. Now, before distance learning started, we had already learned a lot about graphing, and part of your packets that we first started out with had graphing on them. So this week is just going to be a refresher and a reminder of the standard that we learned about line plots, bar graphs, and picture graphs. So if we remember, this is what a line plot looks like. It's got a horizontal axis, and it tells you how many, in this case, favorite pets there were between dogs, rabbits, cats, and turtles. Bar graphs look similar. Along the bottom, or sometimes along the side, it'll tell you the different animals, and then it's colored in with bars. And we also learned about picture graphs, which are also similar because they still are telling us the favorite pets, and this time instead of an X or it being colored in, it shows you the picture to represent the number of pets. Today we're specifically focusing on line plots. Line plots have a horizontal axis. Horizontal means it goes side to side, and we've talked about that whenever we talk about the horizon. So if you look outside of your window and you look at that straight line stretching from side to side, that's called the horizon. So it has a horizontal axis that tells the type of data. In this case, it's dogs, rabbits, cats, and turtles. Then it has marks that give each type of data that are stacked on top of each other. So that tells us how much of each type of data there is. So let's look at our line plot to get some information. How many dogs are represented on the line plot? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 dogs. Now, how many rabbits are there? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. So 3 people thought rabbits were their favorite animal. Let's look at cats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people thought cats were their favorite animal. And last but not least, let's look at turtles. 2 people thought turtles were their favorite animal. So if I wanted to know how many total people voted on favorite pets, what could I do? So how could I find the total number of people who voted on pets? I can add together all of these numbers. So I could add 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2. So how many total people voted? 14 total people voted. Okay, now I'm going to show you today's assignment. And today's assignment is a game called Find Your Lucky Number. For this assignment, you are going to have a line plot, and you're going to have a sheet to help you find out what your lucky number is. Today, your assignment is to roll the dice 15 times and mark each roll on the line plot. So, to get to the dice, you can go to the link in your assignment. This is the page that will come up whenever you click on the dice roller. If you have your own dice at home, you can roll that die too. So where it says roll again, you're going to click roll again. So I rolled the number 4. So I'm going to mark an X above the 4 on my line plot. Then I'm going to go back to the dice and I'm going to roll again. This time I rolled a 1, so I'll go back and I will mark the 1. And I rolled a 1, so I'm going to mark a 1. I'm going to keep rolling and marking until I've rolled a total of 15 times. Now to check to see how many times I've rolled, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That tells me that I have rolled my dice 15 times. So now I need to show the value in an addition sentence. So I need to look back. How many times did I roll the number 1? Well, I rolled the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So I'm going to write 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So I've rolled it 5 times. And I know 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 5. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at the number 2. I rolled the number 2 1, 2, 3 times. So I'll have 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I know 2 added together 3 times is 6. I'm going to go through and I'm going to fill out the chart until I have added together all of my numbers. Now it says, what lucky number did I roll the most? Well, if I look back at my chart, I rolled the number 1 the most times. So I'm going to put the number 1 here. How many times did I roll the number 1? Well, I rolled the number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. What number was rolled the least number of times? Well, the number 6 was rolled the least number of times because I didn't roll it at all. How many times did I roll a number more than twice? Well, I rolled the number 1 more than twice, so that's 1. I rolled the number 2 more than twice, so that's 1. Number 3 I only rolled once, so that doesn't count. Number 4 I rolled more than 1 time, or more than 2 times. And number 5 I only did 2 times. So I rolled 3 times I rolled the number more than twice. Now it says, what is the sum of all the numbers that I rolled? So it is all of these numbers added together. Well, I can line them up. 5, 6, 3, 16, 10, and 0. Remember to line your ones, please. 5 plus 6 equals 11. 11 plus 3 equals 14. 14 plus 6 equals 20. So I'm going to write my 0 down here. I'm going to carry my 2 to the tens place. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So the sum of all my numbers is 40.